Hey friends, welcome back to the Life of Amy June. I'm Amy, and if you're new here, this channel is all about realistic productivity, planning systems, and the honest side of running multiple businesses without burning yourself completely into the ground. Your planner is supposed to work for you, not stress you out, not guilt you, not become another thing on your list that you are already behind on. Planning is meant to be the thing that makes everything else feel more manageable. And that is exactly what we're doing here today. We are doing a full weekly reset together. Same simple framework that so many of you have told me changed how you approach your week. So grab your drink, grab your planner, and let's do this together. Before we get into the steps, I always want to talk about something that does not get enough airtime in productivity conversations and productivity videos, and that is energy. Most planning systems treat every hour of the day like it is worth the same amount, and that is just not how humans work. There is actually research from the American Psychological Association on decision fatigue that shows the more decisions you make throughout the day, the worse your judgment gets as the day goes on. Your mental energy is literally a depleting resource. It goes down as the day progresses. So when you plan without accounting for your energy, you're basically setting yourself up to put your hardest work in your lowest energy windows and then wondering why you cannot focus. This reset is designed to fix that. Every single step factors in not just what needs to happen, but when you actually have the capacity to do it. Okay, now let's get into it. Step 1, brain dump. The first thing I do every single week is a brain dump. And if you are not new here, you know this. This does not go into my planner. This goes into a separate notebook. Everything that is living in my head comes out onto the page. Work tasks, personal to-dos, appointments, ideas I do not want to lose track of, things I'm quietly stressed out about, and the random 11 p.m. thoughts, all of it. I loosely sort into categories as I go though, so it does not become one big wall of anxiety on paper, but I am not trying to organize it out perfectly at this stage. The whole point is to just get it out. There is a study out of Dominican University that found people who write down their goals and tasks are significantly more likely to actually accomplish them compared to people who just keep everything in their head. And I feel that every single week. The moment it is on paper, something in my brain just settles, like it finally stops trying to hold everything at once. Step 2, check the calendar. Once the brain dump is done, I open my Google Calendar and I look at the entire week. Meetings, appointments, school stuff, anything already locked in. I'm looking for what I like to call my immovable anchors, the things that are happening no matter what. And this is where a lot of people go sideways with planning. They start building their task list before they even look at what their week actually holds. Then Tuesday or Wednesday hit and everything falls apart because they forgot about the dentist appointment or the 2-hour call or the fact that Thursday is already packed. Real life goes on the calendar first. Tasks fill in around it. That order matters. Step 3, weekly planning page. Now, I set up my weekly overview page. This is a high-level look at the whole week, not a detailed breakdown of every single day. I want to see deadlines. I want to see where things are clustering, and I want to figure out what actually fits before I commit to anything. This step alone has probably saved me from overloading my week more times than I can count. When you can see everything laid out at once, it is so much easier to catch the problem before you're already in the middle of it. Step 4, weekly priorities plus energy mapping. This is a step I want to spend a little bit of extra time on because it is where energy management actually comes into practice. This is something that I've been doing more recently and it really has made a difference, so I do want to go into depth. First, I choose my top priorities for the week, not daily ones just yet. I do that the morning of. Just the big weekly anchors. The things that if they get done by Friday, I will genuinely feel good about how the week went. Everything else supports those. Then I give each day a loose theme based on what kind of energy that work actually requires. And this is the part most people skip. not all tasks need the same version of you. Deep creative work, strategy, writing, anything that requires real original thinking, that needs your peak energy. For most people, that is morning, and research actually backs this up. A study published in Cognition found that analytical thinking and focus tend to be strongest in the late morning hours for most chronotypes. So I protect that window. Mornings in my week are for creative work and client strategy. Afternoons are for admin, emails, follow-up, lighter execution type tasks. Not because afternoons do not matter, but because I do not need my freshest brain to answer an email. For example, Monday tends to be content creation. Tuesday is usually YouTube focused. Mornings across the board or for my marketing agency most of the time and any type of creative output work. Afternoons are for everything else. It gives me a lane without locking me into something unrealistic. When you plan with your energy instead of against it, the same amount of hours in your day starts to feel like a lot more. Step 5, daily pages. Now I set up my daily pages and I keep these really minimal at the weekly reset stage. Just the day, the date, and any time anchored commitments already set. School drop-off, pickup, appointments, meetings, those are the placeholders. My actual to-do lists get written the night before, my top 3 goals and time blocking happen the morning of. The daily page during the weekly reset is just a skeleton waiting to be filled in. I do have a full video on my daily planning routine linked in the description if you want to see exactly how that piece works. Step 6, meal plan. Last step before I close out my reset is a quick dinner plan for the week. And yes, I know this is not a business task, but hear me out. Decision fatigue is real and it compounds. The APA research I mentioned earlier on decisions applies to everything, not just work. When you are already depleted from a full day and then you have to figure out dinner from scratch every single night, you are spending mental energy you do not have on a problem you could have already solved. A quick dinner plan on Sunday takes maybe 10 minutes and it eliminates one of the most draining daily decisions completely. I do a grocery pickup, so it is just handled. Small thing, massive payoff. This is not really a step, but I am putting it in here every time because it truly matters. Build grace into your week on purpose. Not as an afterthought, not as a backup plan when things go wrong, as an intentional part of how you plan. Plans shift, energy changes. Life is so unpredictable, and it does not really care about your color-coded planner. A Stanford study on self-compassion actually found that people who treat themselves with grace after a setback are more likely to try again and more likely to maintain long-term habits than people who are hard on themselves. So the grace is not just soft. The grace is actually strategic. Your planner is a tool. It is not your report card. If something does not happen, move it, adjust, and just keep going. That is what showing up looks like. If planning has ever felt like one more thing that's just stressing you out, I just want you to know this. You are not bad at planning. You just have not found a system that fits your actual life and your actual energy yet. Start with a brain dump. Build around your real week. Map your tasks to your energy and leave room for the unexpected. If this helped you at all, please help me out and give it a thumbs up. It really means so much to me. And subscribe if you are not already. New videos come out every Sunday and Wednesday. Well, sometimes Monday and Thursday, depending. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you already doing a weekly reset, or is this something you're going to start this week? And if you already have a routine, I want to know how you handle the weeks where the whole plan just falls apart. I read every comment and I really try to reply to them all. Also, the planner I'm using here is always linked below, as well as a ton of free guides and printables for you to get a little bit more organized. I will see you in the next one real soon. Bye.